Yoshitaka Kitao. This is a name that really is very big around the XRP community because this is one of the big players behind SBI, if you guys do know, of course. And if we think about SBI, it's one of the biggest banks around Ripple and XRP, and it has been a big bank around Ripple and XRP since, going all the way back to, I want to say like 2016, maybe even a little bit prior. And we continue to see SBI expand, but also put a spotlight on Ripple and even on XRP as well. And there was a lot of, talk about how, all Japanese banks will utilize XRP by 2025. Yoshitaka Kitao is apparently the individual that said that. There's been a lot of people that have been trying to debunk that for a little bit of time. We don't know what is true about that or not, but all we do know is that SBI is a very big player around crypto and even around the XRP community, and a big supporter of Ripple, as we are aware of, and also a customer of Ripple's as well that utilizes XRP. But with that being said, we have a lot to talk about with this individual, with SBI, and even with XRP. So sit back, relax. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. So let's dive on in. Let's start off with this big announcement here, which is SBI Shinsei Bank and SBI Remit launch international remittances or remittance service partnership, SBI Remit and SBI Shinsei Bank. Now, if we go over here to the full on announcement from January 31st, 2025, we do have the president and CEO, Murray Kimura. I hope that I'm saying that name correctly. And we actually have a full breakdown from them, including, of course, the president and CEO of head office in Tokyo. So they're pleased to announce that they have concluded a customer referral agreement and will begin providing the service from today in terms of the Shinsei Bank and also the SBI Remit company. The purpose of this partnership is to provide customers with cheaper and faster international money transfer services. SBI Remit is a funds transfer business that was founded in 2010 when the Payment Services Act came into force and began providing financial services centered on home remittance for foreigners residing in Japan. Since then, the company has actively adopted the latest financial technology such as DLT, as the distributed ledger technology of the US company Ripple, to develop a safe, inexpensive, and fast international remittance service, while also improving or working to improve convenience for customers, such as by providing multilingual customer support. And then also going forward, the company will strive to expand its product and service offerings to meet the needs of corporate and individual customers who use banks to make international remittances. SBI Shinsei Bank is actively involved in cutting-edge initiatives such as partnering or participating in Project Agora, if you guys do know, that is promoted by the BIS and central banks around the world, which aims on improving the functionality of cross-border transactions through tokenization and is exploring ways to efficiently promote international remittance operations. Through this initiative with SBI Remit, we will promote business selection and concentration under the SBI Group collaboration and realize efficient business operations as a group. So this is also very interesting to focus on because of the numbers behind this. For an example, here we have the 2022 Swift News reported that 56% of small and medium-sized enterprises around the world that make international remittances use fintech companies in addition to banks. And there is a possibility that collaboration between banks and money transfer companies, like, for example, you could throw Ripple into the mix, will become more widespread in Japan's international remittance operations in the future. Going forward, the two companies will establish this partnership as a model for collaboration between banks and money transfer service providers and will strive to expand services based on a customer-centric approach, increasing the number of target customers while also contributing to regional revitalization through collaboration with regional financial institutions. So this is very exciting stuff. I think that we are going to most likely see some very big moves happening from here on out, especially around Japan. And again, this was first reported, I got to say, by Chad, and we have, they begin utilizing Ripple's DLT technology as of today for international remittance services, all of Japan, 2025, XRP. Again, that's where that quote kind of comes from in terms of, Yoshitaka Kitao saying it. But we know that SBI has always been one of the biggest players around Ripple for a very long time. I bring this up because there's actually another post by Chad that does quote this, which hopefully we can get to in this video. But over here, don't forget that SBI CEO, Yoshitaka Kitao, has also talked quite heavily about XRP in the past. He's very bullish on XRP. Here we have a post from Crypto Airy going all the way back to November of 2023. I've had this article in my back pocket for more than 4 years. SBI CEO representing the largest outside shareholder of Ripple was interviewed in February of 2019. He stated that he thought XRP would become the #1 crypto asset among all, and they were moving towards that goal. With the newfound legal clarity, this goal is more possible than ever. Note, yes, SBI does utilize the digital asset XRP in a variety of ways, including as a bridge currency. They also embrace ERC20 tokens with their R3 Japan joint venture, which, by the way, that did kind of change recently. We know R3 did sell, or we're looking for a big buyer to buy them out. We don't know what happened with that yet, but what stands out for me is SBI mines Bitcoin up to 3% of all Bitcoin globally. So this was a powerful statement because, again, they know about Bitcoin. They know the use case behind it. Now, here we have the, this is like the actual quote. Now, she did go ahead and translate it, but here we have Bitcoin basically has no value. That's what he's saying here. So here's the full breakdown. Since the fundamental value is 0, it will fall by 80% from its peak. This rarely happens in the stock market. The law of the rice market has long been held that no matter how much it falls, it will generally stop at half price multiplied by 8 times 2 discounts, but virtual currencies have continued to fall without stopping. In the end, this is because there is no fundamental value. Bitcoin basically has no value. It will not be easy for Bitcoin to be used more and more for practical purposes at that price. Therefore, I think that XRP will probably become the #1 crypto asset among virtual currencies. We are starting to move towards that goal. Very interesting stuff from, SBI. And again, SBI continues to make some very big moves. Love to see it. They also, promote Ripple, as you guys can see. I mean, they utilize Ripple technology. They utilize XRP specifically. They have been for a very long time. So this is definitely interesting. Now, on top of that, right, we also know back in August of 2024, we could see the full breakdown here, right? So SBI Digital Community has announced a strategic partnership with Ripple. Ripple is developing a cross-border payment network using XRP. Through this strategic partnership, we will work to popularize the XRP ledger through B23. Now, we also have down here a few other posts. We're planning various interesting events with Ripple, but here is what we can announce at this time. To celebrate this partnership, we are offering the following giveaways. They do mention these giveaways. Then down here, we also do mention some of the other, this is just some of the information behind this actual giveaway. But at the end of the day, right, we continue to see a lot of moves being made with SBI. And, SBI just continues to become a very large name globally around the financial space. Now, also, here we have from February 2nd, big SBI CEO Yoshitaka Kitao, bullish statements on Ripple XRP case. Big shout out to Good Morning Crypto for this. If the court determines that Ripple's XRP is ultimately not a security, I expect the price could soar significantly. Now, in this video, again, it's in, Japanese, but we can see I anticipate a court decision in a few weeks. And if the court determines that Ripple's XRP is ultimately not a security, we also have over here, I expect the price could soar significantly. As major external shareholders, we would see substantial capital gains if the value increases. We also have, but even without selling, the valuation itself would be considerable. So I'm optimistic that the outcome will be favorable soon as well. So as we think about this, SBI is extremely bullish. In fact, their CEO is very, very bullish on Ripple, very bullish on XRP. They've always been very bullish, like I've said, and they continue to become a very big player. Now, on top of that, if we actually go over here, big shout out to Paul Barron as well. We have Imagine SBI Holdings becoming the MicroStrategy of XRP. Now, I've mentioned this in a video previously as well. I think that this could become a very big deal if it does happen. Now, we do know that SBI, like I've said many times over in this video and prior, they're extremely bullish on Ripple and XRP. But we have SBI Holdings investment in Ripple and XRP are worth around roughly 1.6 trillion, $10 billion in USD yen. This is higher than SBI's market cap of 1.2 trillion yen. The GAM Global Special Situations Fund urges SBI Holdings to have an active and public XRP coin buying program similar to the highly successful XBT strategy pursued by MicroStrategy in the US. Yoshitaka Kitao emphasizes Ripple should begin preparing for its IPO as soon as possible once the SEC matter is resolved. 23 days left until January 20th. Now, again, this was back a little bit, but this got reposted on the 31st because of this new report from SBI, which, again, I don't know if we're going to be able to get to it in this video because this video is running a little bit longer than expected, but check out this video clip here.
And that's not really the end of it. You have to look elsewhere and from a global perspective. And we've talked about this before. SBI Holdings, their critical position, not only with Ripple, but just in the banking system within Asia. And I want to show something here. SBI Holdings, XRP is worth around, they have holdings right now. Let me kind of zoom in on that for you guys. Their XRP is worth around 1.6 trillion, $10 billion, and this is in yen. This is higher than SBI's market cap of 1.2 trillion yen. So they actually have more value in XRP than they do in the company value itself. So are they becoming the MicroStrategy of XRP? Well, there's some things that could possibly predicate that that is actually what's going on here. I want to show you something right here. This was a press release that they had. This was a letter to their CEO. And this came in from the Global Special Situations Fund. And they hit on a few things here. I want to go into a couple of the items that they were asking for. This is kind of showing their stock price when there was even a potential, let me kind of zoom in on that for you guys, a potential of them selling XRP. This is what happens to their stock price. So what they said is we've got to kind of protect against that. So let's do this. We believe that shareholders would greatly benefit if, these were the things that they were hitting in, SBI would publish a daily live indirect value of its XRP holdings, number one. They would also create a strategy in blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, so have a business that's built around this. Sound very familiar to you? There's another popular company out there that's doing this now. And then three, it says that SBI should have an active and public XRP coin buying program. Rather than pay cash dividends, SBI shareholders would benefit greatly if they would do a buyback program by recycling part of its cash flow and going into both banking and the security side of their business. I want to show you the CEO of SBI. Take a look.
何週間かで裁判所の結論が出ると彼は考えてるみたいです。結論が出て、リップルの XRP がコインだということになると、これは大変な値段になると思います。我々外部の筆頭株主ですから、大変なキャピタルゲイン、売ればキャピタルゲインでリアライズされますけど、売れなくても相当なものになるだろうというふうに評価上ですね、思ってます。多分結論がポジティブに出ればすぐにマネジメントは株式公開に踏み切るというふうに思います。
I want to go to a tweet from that CEO, and here's what he said, translated. Ripple should begin preparing for its IPO as soon as possible, as once the SEC matter is resolved. This is going to happen in early January, so we could see something maybe being announced. Don't know if that's going to happen, but that would be a calendar date that I'd be watching for is mid-January. So, and the point being is that this is exactly what MicroStrategy has been doing, selling stock to go out there and leverage back in on Bitcoin. Same thing that could be happening here with XRP. So this is getting interesting, guys. Very, very interesting.
And yeah, I mean, listen, I do agree with Paul on this. I do think that a lot of what we are seeing around SBI is very interesting. Almost every single business move that SBI has made over the last couple years have been very, very interesting to see. I mean, even if we look at this post here from XRP Drops, we have SBI Group, XRP, Tranglo, and Ripple. Since 2017, SBI Remit has been utilizing Ripple payments. Since 2021, SBI Remit utilizes a crypto asset XRP. Tranglo will process the customer's payout request from SBI Remit, which, by the way, Ripple owns 60% in Tranglo as well. When we think about this, when we think about all of these connections, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And again, this is one of the biggest banks in Japan. In fact, it's Japan's largest bank. And they're already tapped in with Ripple utilizing XRP. When we think about what's going on here, guys, Ripple is taking over in Japan. And a lot of these moves are very substantial right now. Just imagine what happens when we get complete clearance. When we think about what's going to happen once we have complete clearance, XRP is about to get unleashed completely. And I do think that some of these names like SBI are going to accelerate all of the other players to get in line. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, set notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.